Long ago, before time was marked by clocks and calendars, there was only the rhythm of the sun and moon, and the whisper of waves brushing the shores of ancient Greece. On the golden fields of Elysium, the resting place of heroes, time did not move. The air was sweet with the scent of ambrosia. The flowers never wilted, and the souls who had earned their eternal peace drifted softly beneath silver trees whose leaves sang lullabies to the wind. Among these souls was a man named Theron, once a humble shepherd from the island of Crete. He had not been a warrior nor a king, but his heart had been noble and his spirit unyielding. In his mortal life he had guided his flock under the endless sky, finding beauty in the simple hum of nature. He never sought power or glory, yet when his village was struck by famine, he had given away all his food to the children, surviving only on the wild figs and roots of the forest. When at last the gods called him home, Hermes, the messenger of souls, guided him gently to the gates of Elysium. The gates shimmered like liquid light, guarded by the three judges of the underworld, Minos, Rhadamanthus, and Aeacus. They looked upon Theron, their eyes as calm and deep as the sea. "You have lived without pride and died without regret," said Rhadamanthus. "Your heart has no shadow upon it. Enter, shepherd of Crete, and find peace." Theron stepped into Elysium, and the weight of his mortal life slipped away. The ground beneath him felt like soft grass woven from starlight, and a river of crystal water sang softly nearby. Souls moved like gentle winds, some dancing, some sleeping, some simply gazing at the horizon where the sun never set. For countless days, or perhaps only one, for time was meaningless there, Theron wandered content. Yet even in paradise his heart began to ache with a quiet longing. The peace was perfect, but it was stillness, and he had always loved the movement of life, the sound of sheep bells, the laughter of children, the rustle of the olive trees in the mortal world. He found himself sitting by the river Lethe, whose waters brought forgetfulness. Many souls came there to drink, to let go of all memories of life, but Theron hesitated. He cupped his hands to the water, saw his reflection shimmering, a faint echo of the man he had been. "If I forget," he whispered, "will I still be myself?" The river gave no answer, only ripples that spread like tiny sighs. As he sat there, a soft voice spoke behind him. "Few come to the river and turn away. You are different." Theron turned and saw a woman cloaked in pale gold. Her eyes glowed like morning light. "I am Elidra," she said, smiling, "a keeper of dreams for those who dwell here." Theron bowed his head. "Tell me, lady, do you not tire of this endless calm? Is there no longing in Elysium?" Elira laughed softly. "Peace is not the absence of longing, dear soul. It is the understanding of it. Even here some hearts yearn for the music of life, but such yearning can be beautiful." They walked together along the river bank where silver lilies grew. Elira told him that she had once been a musician in the world above. Her songs had calmed warriors and soothed dying kings. When she came to Elysium, she feared the silence would swallow her voice. But she discovered something miraculous. Each night when the stars brightened, the souls of Elysium could still hear faint echoes of earth's music carried on the winds of memory. Theron listened and smiled. Then perhaps the song to the living reach even the dead. "Yes," she said, "and sometimes the peace of the dead touches the hearts of the living. That is why dreams exist."
They sat together beneath a great tree whose leaves glimmered like gold coins. The wind hummed softly, and the lyra began to sing. Her song was gentle, flowing like moonlight over water. As Theron listened, the ache in his heart softened. He closed his eyes and dreamed, not of death, but of the life that he had once known. He dreamed of his flock on the hills of Crete, of the laughter of his wife, and of the stars that had guided him home at night. But when he awoke, Elysium's light had changed. The sky shimmered with an endless dawn, and a lyra stood at the river's edge, her reflection rippling with golden light. "It is time," she said quietly. "The judges have seen your heart. You may stay and rest forever, or return to the mortal world reborn." Theron was silent. The thought of returning, of living, struggling, feeling hunger and love again, filled him with both joy and fear. He asked, "Would I remember this place?" Elyra shook her head. "No, you would remember only the whisper of peace, but the goodness within you, the gentleness, the courage, those will remain. The world always needs hearts like yours." He looked upon the fields of Elysium one last time, the eternal blossoms, the rivers of light, the sleeping heroes beneath the trees. Then he smiled. "I have rested enough." Elyra touched his forehead with her hand, and the warmth of her spirit flowed through him like sunlight. "Then go, shepherd of Crete, live again, and carry the peace of Elysium within you." The world faded into light. Far above, in the mortal realm, a child was born in a small village by the sea. His mother named him Dorian, and when he laughed, it sounded like a song carried by the wind. He grew to love the fields and the animals, tending them with a gentle hand. At night he often dreamed of a shining meadow where the stars sang. He did not know why, but every morning he awoke with calm in his heart, as if someone far away had whispered to him that everything was as it should be. And so, though Elysium lay beyond the veil of life and death, its peace lived on in those who loved deeply, lived humbly, and returned to the world not as kings or warriors, but as quiet hearts spreading kindness. In the end, that was the true secret of Elysium. It was not only a place for the dead, but a dream that breathed through the living. Whenever a heart finds peace in chaos, whenever love endures beyond sorrow, the fields of Elysium bloom again, unseen but eternal. And in that eternal rest, Theron's spirit still watches the stars. His heart is calm as the still waters of the river, knowing that life and death are but two verses of the same gentle song.